What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla. Today I have a review of the BN Build-Up and New Generation figure Mechagodzilla. And Bandai Namco, BNT, Legendary, Toho, Monsters, everybody's involved in this. I'm not 100% sure if BN is a part of Bandai. I don't know why, I cannot figure this out. Or if it's licensed by Bandai, which would be weird, but I'm guessing they are part of Bandai because I have seen other BN figures for some anime. Anyway, this is a huge box, and it's all beat up because I got it on AliExpress. So the box came all beat up. The outer packaging wasn't beat up, but the box is beat up. It's a nice box. I am not going to keep this box because it's so destroyed, but it's fine. It's a cool box. It's definitely a cool box. There's no doubt about that. Mechagodzilla, destroyed box. Look at the destroyed box. Anywho, I got this figure because I needed a partner for my Ichibansho Godzilla and my Art Spirits Kong, which I've, deemed as partners. So I needed a Mechagodzilla, and I feel like this might be it. But is it? I don't know. Let's do the review and find out. And here's Mechagodzilla out of the package, and, for as big as that package is, it doesn't feel super big. And that's because he's crouched down a little bit. I guess they made him in a pose to kind of look down on Godzilla and Kong, but it comes off a little weird, like his legs are splayed out, kind of weird. So, before we get all into, more of that, there's no articulation on this. That's it. It is a one-pose figure, but yeah. It's got a weird splayed out leg pose that's just a little bit odd looking. The other thing I want to mention right off the bat is I felt like, and I was talking about this up front there, I felt like I was getting I thought I was getting a more Ichibansho type figure, but what I'm really getting is a very large Movie Monster Series figure. And what I'm saying about that is, and why I'm saying that is because he's like a very soft plastic. Can you see that? It is a very soft, squishy plastic that this is made of. And that is odder than I expected. Now this leg, for whatever reason, feels a lot, this leg feels squishy. This leg does not. So I don't know why that is. Then there's like movie monster series like tendencies like doing this. This look at the pistons. You're not gonna break the pistons here because they are all sculpted in place and with filler in between, and that just looks horrendously bad in my opinion. I do not like that at all, and it's made all the more worse because of the way his legs are splayed out. So to me, that was a pretty bad decision. It just looks really bad in the crotch area. None of the sculpt work here looks good. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. And neither does that part. So, I don't know. I don't know, guys. That was an odd decision to me. Couple that with, a lot of squishy parts. The head's not squishy. It's just a very, very odd experience to get this guy out of the package and see that and feel that. But let's move forward, shall we? Because the head sculpt, and we were talking about that, is actually very nice. I do like it a lot. The eyes are, it's a very, metallic, but kind of, not so bombastic red. It's not like other Mechagodzilla figures we've seen. It's very subdued, and that's fine. Sculpt work on the top of the head is rather nice. I like that a lot. The side of the head looks great. This side of the head looks great. Beautiful detail. Inside the mouth is very detailed. I really like that a lot. From the front, he looks good. If we flip it around, the under, his chin there looks good. Underside there looks good. So, pretty good head sculpt altogether, I would say. Alright, moving down the neck. Pretty decent sculpt there. Shoulder pads look really good. I do like them. Going down the arm, pretty decent. As you can see, there is paint on top here, which looks good. Gives it a more like gunmetal-y look from all the way up here, all the way on down. You know, you get it, which is nice. Pretty good sculpt on the forearm. The interior of the arm is sculpted well too. Hand looks pretty good. It's not completely closed. That's not Movie Monster Series like, which is good. So I do like the hand a lot on this side. The hand on this side looks pretty good too. It's pretty much the same. Then if we look back here, really nice sculpt on this arm. Good paint as well. Nice shading, you know, it really, really helps. So the arms look pretty good. I like how they look connected here. And these pistons in here and over there are all sculpted in, and they all look really, really good. Moving into the chest area, it's not bad. It gets a little bit softer around here, but it's not terrible. I don't know. It's debatable. But then it picks up again towards the middle. You get a lot more detail around here, and then these kind of ribs look a lot better, and you see on the side where, you know, it could have been softer sculpt. It's not. So I don't know why this part for me looks a bit soft, but it does. Compared to everything around and like spots that are like within the arms on the interiors or on the sides here. There's a lot more work, it feels like, all in there, but not bad, not bad. This part looks pretty good. Again, you got some decent paintwork and stuff. You know, these are painted in here, even though I complained about it. They are painted, so that's okay. The legs, starting from up here, again, nice sculpt, nice paint. Very similar to the arms, the legs, but they look really good. Knee pads look really nice. These little, you know, turning wheels in there look very good. I do like them. All these, like, tank things look awesome. I love how that looks on Mechagodzilla. Now, those pistons look really nice. I like how they did those in there. You know, it's not, like, so evident that there's stuff behind it. All of this looks really good. Really nicely done. And the feet look very, very nice. Look at that. Nice paint on that to highlight everything. Bottom of the foot, again, super sculpted where it didn't need to be. But it is, and it looks good. All the joints on the toes. Pretty good. Nice hidden little legalese in there. Very good on that leg. On this leg, again, I don't love this, but you know, then you get into the leg itself, and it's pretty good. The little paint in there. Not bad at all. And again, the foot looks very, very, very cool. And last but not least on this guy, the dorsal fins going into the tail. The dorsal fins look great. I like them a lot. It looks like an airliner. I love how the red is done. It's very clean. It's very nicely done. I love all the little rivets in all the segments. Within the segments, you can see there's a lot of work put in. These things on the side here of the back look great. Very, very nicely detailed. So that looks really good. Dorsal fins are incredible. All the way down they are, you know, kind of soft. And then the tail, the dorsal fin and the tails look very nicely done. Got a nice little curvature to it. A little, like claws, scoops thing, whatever. You know, it's all connected, but it looks fine. It actually looks really good, I gotta say. So not bad. Tail is very detailed. Very detailed. Oh god. That joke. But, you know, I like it. I think it looks good on that end. And overall, you know, I got obviously a little bit of mixed feelings about this because the materials are weird. That, you know, the piston section I think just looks really bad. I'm not 100%. I don't mind his arms and the fact he's crouching down, but it creates such an awkward feeling area down there with, like, you know, just too much space. You know, too much space to have had filled. If they, you know, made the legs in a different pose where, you know, you didn't have to do that, it would have looked so much better because obviously it looks good, you know, in almost every other spot, you know, like I had a little, like, problem maybe with a little chest area here where I thought it was a little soft, but overall, I think it looks good, you know, you know, those piston areas, man, it's become such a big deal for Mechagodzilla toys, hasn't it? In this one, it's not the same. It's not breaking, but I wish we had the option to break it instead, if you know what I'm saying. But it is what it is. For your size comparisons, here is Mechagodzilla with a bunch of other Mechagodzilla 2021s you might have in your collection. But for the size comparison that matters to me and why I really wanted this figure, here is the Ichibansho Godzilla and the Art Spirits Kong. I like it. I think they look good together. These guys are solid figures, and that's what I thought I was getting with that guy. But, I like the sizing. Yeah, you might think Kong is a little small. That's okay. That's your prerogative. I don't mind it because he's wide, and, like, that... I discussed this before, but there's something about him, you know, thickness-wise that, like, really matches up well. So I don't mind him being smaller. And this guy, while he's standing, you know, around the same height as Godzilla, maybe even a tad shorter, he is, you can see, a very wide figure, and if he did stand up, he would be a lot bigger too. He also isn't a wide stance, so if he stood up straight, he'd be higher too, and he's pretty much in a straightforward stance like Godzilla would be. So, in my opinion, these guys look pretty good together. It's what I want, and you know, it's the display I'm going to, you know, put up, because I think they're cool. I'm not going to get, you know, I don't even think they're making any more Ichibanshos or Art Spirits. I don't know. They might. But I like these three. I like that they're, you know, 3 separate lines. But all in all, I think they match well together. And my final thoughts. Well, I already said it, you know. Yeah, it works for what I want it for. However, I wish they did the legs a little bit differently. His stance, you know, it's too wide open. I guess they were really trying to fit it in that box, that size box for whatever reason. But I don't know. They could have done it better. The piston area just doesn't look as good as the rest of the figure. And that's a shame. And, you know, the softness of it is just odd. You know, again, I expected a hardness like, you know, the Ichibansho. And we didn't quite get that, did we? Like, for the price point, it just seemed like that's what we were getting. But it is very soft. It is soft like a movie Monster Series figure. So, a bit odd. I don't know if it's worth the price. Paid 110 bucks for it on AliExpress. I don't know if it's worth the price. But the details are there, and the size is there. So, I guess it's worth the price. But either way, I mean, it was worth the price for me because I really wanted it for that display of those 3 figures, and it's fine. It's fine for that, you know. I think I'm happy with it in that way. And the detail is good. You know, the paint is good. You know, it could be even more paint, honestly, but it works. I guess it works. I don't know. I guess I sound a little conflicted, but I am. It's cool. It's kind of like the Ichiban show. Like, it's not bad. It's not perfect, but it's not bad, you know, but it is what it is. Will I recommend this figure? I'm gonna say no, but it is an interesting one to have, and I'm glad I reviewed it as a big Mechagodzilla fan. I'll leave it at that, alright? So that's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.